Cronies, homies, phonies, Babylonians. How you doing? Today I'm going to talk about music. I started getting back into YouTube and I kind of got on the whole political wagon and stuff like that. I'm forever on the political wagon, but music's my vibe, music's my center, and it's what makes me feel relaxed, and it's kind of like, also my like pursuit in life. So I thought I'd talk about that. I don't have anything planned. Plannings for pussies. What I will say is that last night I was kind of doing some cooking, and I always put music on when I cook, and I put Deftones on. And I was thinking, man, God, Deftones are so good on so many levels, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just kind of want to talk about Deftones. Fucking up them. They're the best. They're good on so many levels. Like, they're good because I think that they are the kings of a particular genre. I think that they're kind of in that nu metal thing, but to me, they're the only nu metal band that I really take seriously. I got into Limp Bizkit, you know, they're fun. They're fun to, like, blare while you're driving, or, like, if you're fucking drunk or something like that. They're heavy and they're cool. They're cool. But, there's also a bit of, like, novelty to Limp Bizkit, and I think there's generally a bit of novelty to most nu metal bands like Korn and stuff like that. I just never 100% took them seriously, and I don't know why. But with Deftones, I take them so seriously, and I actually think it's because they take themselves so seriously. Like, they came out, and ever since, they've just been on an awesome streak with awesome music, high integrity, very, very artistic as well, and dynamic, and there's a lot of emotion and feeling and soul in it that really kind of takes you into a space that I don't think you can go without listening to Deftones. And that's the thing, like, there's so much unique personality in that music, and that, like, I don't have that in me. I don't have what Chino and the other guys create. Like, they come together to create something very, very special. So, like, I'm very grateful that I can experience that eerie, yet kind of like sweet and innocent thing that they put together. So heavy and so, you know, also dynamic and soft and stuff like that comes together to create quite a unique experience. I'm very grateful for it. I was thinking, what else is it about Deftones that's so good as well? You know, like, as I said, the dynamics, they're one of the most, like, interestingly dynamic bands I've heard. I really do think that. You can listen to, like, those hell aggressive songs. Some of them are on White Pony, you know, some of them are on their self-titled album, whatever. And then you can listen to songs like Sex Tape, you know, like Sex Tape. Shit, man. I remember when I was probably 22, I don't know how old I was. It was a while ago, though. Me and my buddies used to go out and smoke weed, get high, go driving and stuff like that, and we'd stop, we'd pull over, and we'd just put Sex Tape on and go into a whole nother world like that. Ugh. The guitar tones in that intro and the particular effects that are on them and stuff like that, it just takes you into a whole nother world. The lyrics are really, really cool as well. The mixing in Deftones stuff is next level as well. Like, like as I said, you know, Digital Bath. So that's on, I'm pretty sure Digital Bath's on White Pony. I've got to check though, because I don't want to kind of fuck around. Is it? Yeah, it's on White Pony. I think White Pony is such a good album. I don't know when that came out, but it was ages ago. Like, it was a fucking while ago. Put Digital Bath on and listen to the mix in that. I haven't heard many better mixes, honestly. It's not like it's this pristine, you know, Flume track or something like that, or fucking Taylor Swift track, but it's, geez, the way it all comes together and everything like that is, I would say, pretty much perfect. The drum groove, the reverb on the snare that shoots off, the guitar tone of that kind of slightly clean but slightly overdriven and slightly affected guitar tone in the verse. Man, it really creates an atmosphere. I always think that Deftones have this strange, like, underwater kind of feeling as well, like it's, or like, deep space. Like, it doesn't feel like reality, at least, the thing that they create. The drummer in Deftones is amazing. Like, he plays the hi-hats like no one else. I always think that, like, he's really got his head around grooving on hi-hats, and the way he hits a snare, Jeez, really, really good. I think I actually read that, like, in a lot of their productions, like, for each song, they use a different snare as well, which I think is really cool, because I actually think that the snare sound in Deftones music, you know, it gives it a lot of character, like, and it ranges, you know what I mean? It'll be really tight and cracky with a bit of that kind of, like, metallic, you know, shing kind of sound in it and stuff like that, and it gives it a lot of character. Little things like that really, really matter as well. So good job to them in their whole pre-production phase. Yeah, and Chino, like, that's the thing. It's like, you know, the singer's generally the focus and the center of the band. You know what I mean? Like what I was saying about nu metal, it's like Chino's in another league compared to, like, you know, I don't know, Fred Durst or even like the singer in Korn. For me, he's just on another level, and I think the reason is he's the most dynamic. I think that. I think he's the only one that really got his head around really, really good melody as well. It's like Korn, I don't know, Slipknot, Marilyn Manson, Limp Bizkit, all those other, like, Seven Dust, other nu metal bands. Like, they couldn't really do what Chino can do, which is, like, be delicate and sweet and innocent, but then also be probably the most aggressive motherfucker out of all of them. He uses a lot of distortion on his voice a lot of the time, which kind of lifts it, but come on. You don't fuck with Chino kind of thing. I don't want to suck his balls too hard, though. It's like, you know, on the same token, does he smash it live all the time? Is he that consistent? But in the same token, again, is anyone. I said to a friend the other day, no band is good live, generally. I haven't seen many really, really good live bands. Arcade Fire, when I saw them in Sydney in Australia, they're the best live band I've ever seen. That was fucking amazing. I've never seen so much emotion and so much feeling and atmosphere or experienced that. It was really good. Yeah, so I actually have, like, you know, maybe you haven't watched any of my previous videos, but, like, I'm you know, kind of aspiring producer and mixer, and Digital Bath, as I mentioned earlier, was like a song I often reference and, like, just put on to get my ears calibrated and stuff like that, because it is such a good mix. I think, I'm not sure if it was Terry Date that they worked with on that production, but he's done a lot of stuff for them, I'm pretty sure. He's a really good producer with that kind of stuff. He pulls amazing drum sounds. Gee whiz. Is there any more things I want to say about Deftones? I hope they keep going. Also, here's what I'll leave with that I think is one of their best moments. Hole in the Earth. Hole in the Earth is a pretty cool song. I dig it. But in the last, like, third, to very much towards the end, old Abe Simpson on the drum kit, does this intense drum fill, and the riff that comes in is insane. And you can tell that drum fill, they all knew that was a huge moment. You can tell how it's so turned up in the mix. All of a sudden the drums just go whoosh coming at you, so that cool automation vibe and everything like that. And it's so clean. Listen to him play it, man. And the riff next, that's the shit I live for. That's the kind of shit I live for in this particular kind of music, and the reason it pays off so well is because they're such a dynamic band. They're not at the level of that riff the whole time. They start the song big, and then they kind of go down into the verse and get big again, and then at the very end they push you. They push you so hard that it's like a brick wall. Fucking heavy. So salute to Deftones. That's what this video is. Hope anyone that loves Deftones agrees with me, and anyone that doesn't love Deftones, you better fucking start.